the young, incredible, honestly unforgettable. You a joke like Chappelle Show. This so perennial. Do this for my millennials. I be murdering any flow. I just had to let you know. It's the young, incredible.
All right, Coach. EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the so-called Silicon Valley and Levi Stadium in Santa Clara. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Los Angeles Rams and the San Francisco 49ers. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Set 50, play. 53. Let's run. Ready.
Throwing on first down. Eason. It's hauled in by Brandon Cooks. And he's got this almost to the 40 before going out. 14 yards there on the first play from scrimmage.
First down, Rams.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Eason. And down he goes. The 49ers get there. Nick Bosa in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year.
Well, we knew this guy wasn't especially fleet of foot, but he tried to conjure up some escapability, but there's no way he was getting away on that one.
Gotta hope that's not a sign of things to come as they face an early 2nd and long. First carry now for the Memphis man, Darrell Henderson. A nice pickup there, 19 yards. And they're set up better for 3rd. So from 2nd and long, now we go to 3rd and very manageable.
Yeah, they love that phrase, don't they? Because as an offensive coordinator, you can keep people a little bit off balance and guessing because you don't have to throw it. You can come back with a strong run game if you want to. And if you're in 4-down territory, that really opens things up for you.
And he has the first down yardage before they bring him down right at the 45. A strong 8 yards will keep this drive rolling. Defense had a chance to get off the field here on the opening drive, couldn't do it.
I know that we go into these meetings with coaches, and sometimes maybe we can get, a little bit numb because they're always going to talk about how important 3rd down is, aren't they? Offense and defense. In this case, one capitalized, and the other, as you said, had a chance to get off the field and didn't get it done.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off down near the 5. Time will tell if that's an interception that rattles the rookie here. First drive on the road.
And the discussion going into the game centered on, okay, let's get out nice and easy, take care of the football, we're on the road, you're a youngster, let's not make mistakes early. But now the conversation will shift to, okay, put it behind you, move on. Long way to go on this one.
8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short.
Defenses always have a goal of holding a runner under 100 yards. Well, he went over 150 last week, won NFC Player of the Week award honors. And guess what? He's got a chance to do it again because of that vision he has. He sees holes that maybe don't exist.
They'll run for the first time with Tevin Coleman. And able to get this one out just shy of the 25 at the 24. He'll get a dozen there, and it's a first down, 49ers. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. On first down, here's Breida. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. So back-to-back big runs, picking apart this defense on the opening drive.
I thought this was a passing league. I thought this was the era we were in where the ball was always in the air, right?
They didn't get the memo.
They didn't get the memo, and I know this to be true. Offensive linemen still, to this day, they want to run the football. They want to fire out and hit people across the line of scrimmage, and they're clearing space.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. An incomplete pass on 2nd down leads us to 3rd and inches. From the gun, it's Jackson. That'll be taken in there by Miles Boykin. It'll be a pickup of 4, good enough to earn him yet another first down.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A good pickup there, 26 yards. So from Rams territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 36. Jackson completes it to the tight end, Kittle. This game not quite as good as the last, but still over 40 yards between the two. Really been an ideal start for them. They get the turnover on the opening possession. Now here they are moving the ball straight down the field on their first drive.
And that feels good, but you know on their side of the field, all they're thinking is finish this drive off because they took it away, right? So now you've got them back on their heels a little bit. Now go down, put a touchdown on them. Look out. You've won the mental battle early in the game, and that may carry over for you.
Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. He was well over 100 yards last week. He told us this week, a little ambitious, said he wants to hit that 200 mark. We'll see.
Makes sense, though, doesn't it? Have we ever run into a running back that had a great game the week before that didn't think that's just going to naturally continue? Just make sure you feed me the football. And that's what they're all about. Continuity, rhythm, number of carries. Just keep giving it to them.
They'll try to run with Breida. And across the goal line, into the end zone. Touchdown, 49ers. Matt Breida, his 21st touchdown of the season, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Extra point hung the upright a bit, but he gets it to go. And that makes the score 7-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left. We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team, and that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Check nickel. X3, 218, chop it. Let's go.
Henderson now on 1st and 10. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. It's a Rams first down on a pickup of 10. His first carry of their second drive, pretty solid. And, of course, remember back to their first drive, really strong throughout that one.
Not only is he getting good blocking up front, but how about his vision to find the holes? And he's seeing things before they even open and hurdling through them.
On first down, Eason. And lucky to get away with one there. That one nearly picked. Second down.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
I got you, boy.
Second down, it's Henderson. he's got this one across midfield into 49er territory. Pretty good running there, 9 yards. Sets up a 3rd and 1. Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going and are controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards. But also like what the runner's giving us, too. It appears that he's been waiting all day long to get out here and take off.
Back to throw. Eason, this one complete into the hands of Higgins. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 32-yard line.
But give the defensive guys a little bit of credit. They didn't let the deep ball beat them on that play, did they?
No, the drag, that guy can be your safety valve. We saw it right there.
Yeah, and it picked up a first down for them, too.
Set up. 18 Gator. Pilot, 64. Weak.
Check 15, check 15.
Ready.
On first down, it's Henderson. And he'll be taken down here as it will take us to the end of the first quarter. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Set. 10 logo.
Keep it up, keep it up.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. It's just a gain of a couple there on the scramble, and now it's 3rd down.
It's a gain of 2 yards, and it's 3rd down.
This will be the 8th play of the drive here. 3rd and 4. Operating from the gun, Eason. Open man is Higgins. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a 1st down.
Blue draw, quarter. Hey, exit. Be driven.
Off play action. Eason. And he's going to go down. Sacked right around the 17.
Well, that was point counterpoint, wasn't it? They decided to throw for it on 1st and goal. Instead, the defense counters with pressure, and the defense wins, getting a big sack.
First down, a bit of a disaster, and now on 2nd and goal, back even further.
Hey, dude.
53,
2nd and long. They'll find Everett there, complete. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. A 10-yard completion, but still now facing 3rd and goal. So 3rd and goal, and the 49er faithful making some noise for their defense.
Go, go.
53 is the mic. Check.
Get it.
From the gun, Eason to the end zone, but it's incomplete. Well, so a drive that spans all that time, and yet you may only come away with 3 points here.
Well, your defense, all right, they actually like these long drives. They get to rest over on the sidelines for a while. But when you're not finishing with points in terms of touchdowns, that's frustrating. They've got to figure out how to close out these long drives and get 6s instead of 3s.
So they get 3, certainly hoping for 6 after a 13-play drive.
So you console yourself on defense by saying you did your job, right? If they go 13 plays, you only give up a field goal, you did a nice job there. But here's the other part. 13 plays, you don't force any mistakes, you don't take the ball away. Maybe that's the way they should look at it.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And it's only November, but the playoffs, we know how it works. They'll be here before you know it. If it ended today, they would be into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the linebacker, Corey Littleton. And he will score. Touchdown, L.A. Short throw, pick six right there. Those linebackers, they love when those short throws come and those eyes get real wide, don't they?
How about the anticipation on the play? Reading, reacting, and then the ability to catch the football and take it in the opposite direction.
Extra point right down the middle. And the lead is now 10-7. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Let's go.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive.
Back to you. I'm going.
They'll start on the ground with Breida. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3.
Check three.
Throwing is Jackson. He's going to wind up and air it out. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down.
My man's getting a little loose with the football there, right? Interception before, almost had one here. He's got to start taking better care of it.
Yeah, really should have been back-to-back drives with interceptions. He's lucky there.
Right there.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. Here's Jackson. They'll get this into the hands of Breida. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. So on 4th down, here's the Australia native Mitch Wishnowsky to punt this one away. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. Taking it about the 16. Yeah, that's a 48-yard punt with a coverage holding him to 3 on the return. And the Rams will go on offense here with a 1st and 10. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a 1st down now. Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. Getting the sack to 227-pound linebacker Quan Alexander. Sacks a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Looking to throw. Eason. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Brandon Cooks, the receiver he was going after. And it's 3rd down. And Charles, got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays.
Yeah, they get the sack on 1st down, then they force the incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back, but it's a big play. They've got to hold up.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Back to throw. Eason. He's letting it fly for Cooks. And that'll be incomplete. Now, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's 4th down. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Now Jackson. Throwing left side here, and it's complete. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. He'll get a dozen there, and it's a first down, 49ers.
First down. First and 10 at the 48.
They'll throw on first down to Jackson. This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9. Jackson. Now a clash of bodies here, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the linebacker, Corey Littleton, and they will set up shop at their own 46-yard line. Oh, and I saw the pressure coming at him. That just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it, and the interception ensued.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy, and can he step into a throw. And when you can't do that, oftentimes interceptions result.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Check 43.
They run the toss with Henderson. They'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on first down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
To throw on 3rd down. Eason. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll only get this to the 47. He needed a few more yards to pick up the first. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down. 2 minutes remaining in the first half. 10-7, our score. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. And a bit of a mistake there. This is well into the end zone for a touchback. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Jackson, nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Okay, you know my bias is about to come out here. A lot of people think that the offense is just moving in the wrong direction. I'd say they're moving in the right direction because the defense is pushing them back.
Former defensive guy. Now, as a quarterback 3rd and long, you really got to rally the troops here, don't you?
Yeah, you're doing a big way, and what else do you have to look out for? More pressure coming at you because it seems to be working pretty well.
How about 25 yards on 3rd down? They'll take it. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. From the gun, Jackson. Going right side here, and that's complete. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 13 yards there and a Niner first.
In today's football, where receivers break tackles, make people miss, get upfield for the extra yardage, when you see a play like that where it's caught and he's dropped on the spot, that's a big-time play by the defense.
The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1.
49ers, first down. 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they look to throw. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked up by Denzel Ward. He's at the 40. Past the 20. 10. And he will bring it back. It's an interception return for a Rams touchdown. So now 2 pick sixes that he's thrown in this first half of play. Where do you go from here?
But number one, make sure you keep your poise. Make sure you go to the sideline after throwing this second one, and you look like you're still in charge, that you're still the guy, because your team's going to feed off of you. And if you're having your hands on your head or shaking your head, walking with your head down, guess what? They're not going to rally at all.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already.
You must be getting tired of seeing me. Hey, motion, wide motion. 58 for Mike, 58. 58 for Mike.
Final play of the half here. It's Jackson. He's going to take a shot at the end zone. Why not? And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in. So we reach halftime here in a 10-point game as we send you cross-country to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman is there and has our EA Sports halftime report. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Yannick Ngakoue in there to bring him down, and that is sack number 17 now on the season. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down.
I'm coming.
To throw is Jackson. And this is caught by Watkins. He'll get 17 on that one, and the Niners have a first down.
A gain of 17 yards. And the 49er first down. First and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on first and 10.
We own this. We own it.
Now it's Jackson. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked up by Jalen Ramsey. And he will bring it back. It's an interception return for a Rams touchdown. Oh, this is becoming tough to watch. I don't know that I've seen 3 pick sixes from the same quarterback in the same game.
And I know that many are going to scream at the coach about why did you let him stay out there to throw those. But truthfully, what are the odds that you're going to throw 3 pick sixes in a game? You want to leave them out there so they can work through some of the rough stuff.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway.
Slam, slam, slam.
A handoff to Breida to begin the drive. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on second down.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30. Now it's Jackson. And quick throw here. That's complete. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
Stop your whining. Check 99. Check 99. 56.
Play action. It's Jackson. The tight end Kittle has it on the left side. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. 18 yards, first down Niners.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. It's a loss of 4 on the first down play.
I think it's pretty evident we can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. Here's Jackson on 3rd and long. And Jackson cannot get away, and he'll go down. Yannick Ngakoue in there to get him, and that is now sack number 18 on the season for him.
Brings up 4th down.
Still just the 3rd quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on 4th.
Even. 4 down. Even.
Here we go on 4th down with Jackson. And he's going to go down again. Samson Abukum, and the Rams get the football in outstanding field position. Being just short of midfield, they decide to take a crack at it on 4th down. They don't come through.
Sometimes it's just showing confidence in your defense. You know that they're good, and they'll take care of you. A lot of coaches during the week will announce to their team, we're going to be aggressive, guys. We're going to go for it. Hey, defense, you got me? A little bit of a challenge to them to see if they'll pick up the rest of the team.
We'll see how they respond now.
Ready. 15 line. 15 line.
Check safety.
Recon, 132 fighter.
To throw on 2nd down, Eason. And that's complete to Cooks. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. It'll be a first down for the Rams there on a pickup of 18.
60 Pittsburgh.
They'll run on first down. Henderson. And he's able to get this inside the 10 now to the 9. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2.
At the 9-yard line.
8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2.
Not today, you are. Not today.
2nd and 2. And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, L.A. A 9-yard touchdown grab. And the Rams tack on to their advantage. Point after, right down the middle. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned into 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually that becomes man on man, and you got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Yannick Ngakoue in there for the sack, and he's closing in on the all-time record. That's number 19 on the year. Here comes the 49ers punter now. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. A very good return that time. 18 yards. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the third quarter. You're 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Mike 53. And here we go. Watch the pass. Watch the pass.
They go back to the ground. This time Jacobs takes to midfield, but no further. Just a yard there.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game.
Mike 56. Mike 56.
From the midfield strike, they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete.
They went with the dime look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
Here comes the Rams punter now. He'll boot it away from about his 35. He gets this away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. And this will depend on the spot as it sails out of bounds. And they'll say it sailed out at the 10-yard line. And for an offense that is struggling, this is not where you want to start from. Great punt.
Fantastic punt. And for all those who wonder, what do punters do during the course of practice each and every day? The best ones do what we just saw there. Work on positioning the football and helping their team.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. This quarterback now, a perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. 1st and 10. The throw over the middle taken in. And he will be taken down, but a big pickup there on what's going to be. The final play of the third quarter.
49ers 7.
So from Rams territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Jackson now completes it to the tight end, Kittle. He'll get 17 on that one, and the Niners have a first down. Defensively, you said coming in earlier in the broadcast, the magic number was 20 points for you. That's what you thought they would have to hold this offense to, or less than that. And, wow, they've done that in a big way, haven't they?
Not only have they done it, they put themselves in a great position to win this one because holding them down was paramount. If they could get it done, well, guess what? We see the end result. Right now, they have their eye on victory.
And leading here in the 4th. And he'll go down at the 26, following a gain of 6. You got the big lead defensively, willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
And let's pin the mirrors back and go full strength. 56 to Mike, boys. 56. Check 56. I'm coming after you. I'm coming up.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Jackson. That's incomplete. Nearly another pick. My goodness. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure. The backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
The Niners on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 4. Here's Jackson to throw. And he comes back with one complete. And he gets this down to the 18. Good enough for a first down. That one good for 7 as this long drive continues and the chains move again.
Here we go. Here we go. You're coming in. 56. Let's put them on the buses. Here we go.
They run with Breida.
You got that. You got that.
And he gets this inside the 10 to the 9. It's also a gain of 9.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. Jackson. This will be caught at about the 5. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. His 5th catch tonight, and it's good for a first down.
First and goal at the 5-yard line.
2 of their 3 red zone trips so far, they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal.
36. Kill. Turn it up. Kill.
Out of the shotgun, Breida. And he'll take this into the end zone for a San Francisco touchdown. Matt Breida, touchdown number 22 on the season. And the 49ers get a score closer. Now the 49ers electing to leave the offense out there and go for 2. Jackson here is going to look to throw. He's got it. So they convert the 2 that keeps their slim hopes alive as we're back to a 2-score game.
49ers 15.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone.
The Rams take over.
Here we go. Here we go.
25-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 23-yard line.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12.
53's the Mike. 53. Check 53. Check right. 52. 53's the Mike. Watch QB draw. 5.
Operating from the gun. Eason is going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be third down.
What has not been the best game for him, but he definitely tried to get by with a little help from his friend there, trying to create a big play.
Couldn't do it, fell incomplete. But you're right, hasn't been a banner game here in the second half, just trying to get going.
Big thing is trying to keep confidence up and continue to fire.
Let's go, let's go. Hey, we got Mike, number 53. Mike, 53. Let's go down.
On third down, Eason. And the throw there going to be incomplete. Critical play in this football game, because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
It takes a touchdown-saving tackle to bring him down as he goes 32 yards on the return. And the Niners set up well. They take over 1st and 10 on the short side of the field.
Let's go now. Mike, boy, you from Pittsburgh. Check 56. Let's go. Let's get this ball back for the offense. Let's go. Get it on. Rest. Hey, check 24. Check 20.
Jackson on first down. Open man is Samuel, complete. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Decent start there to the drive. Big hill to climb. You get 2 touchdowns, also a 2 two-point conversion.
So, partner, how do you eat an elephant?
I don't eat an elephant. Who eats elephant?
But if you do it one bite at a time. Okay. That's the way they've got to play this, one play at a time. Yes, there's urgency, but they have to be careful as well.
Let's go with like a 50-ounce ribeye. One bite at a time.
All right, I'm with you.
Throwing again on second down, but this time it's incomplete. The Niners on third down. They've hit 4 of 7. Here it's 3rd and 3. They'll try to pick this up on the ground with Breida. And he's going to get to the 31, enough for the first down. Now we've got whistles and a timeout here. Yeah, it looks like we've got a 49er that's down on the field. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Check curls, check curls.
From the gun, it's Jackson. And he's got him. Got his man on the end route. Complete.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes when they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect. First down, San Francisco. The pickup, 14 yards.
1st and 10 at the 12-yard line.
Mike 56, Mike.
Throwing on first down, it's Jackson. He'll be hit and taken down at the 21. Yannick Ngakoue. It's his 20th sack of the season as he continues what could be a record-setting campaign. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle. Throwing is Jackson. His throw incomplete. Deebo Samuel was the intended receiver, and that'll make it 3rd down.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open, and this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete.
58, boy, 58, 58, Mike. Bound to lose one.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Jackson. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
Now Jackson. And this is going to be incomplete. The Niners go for it, but it doesn't work out. And the Rams are going to take possession of the turnover on downs. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. Big stop on the turnover on downs to get the football back, and now it's just all about salting this one away.
Yeah, just slowly bleed the clock away. Clock's definitely on your side. And, you know, when we talk about analytics in the game, what is this one? The advanced win metrics? Because if you take care of the football here, bleed the clock down, what are they, about 95% chance of winning it?
I'd say 95 or better. And I know you always say it, every coach does. It's just protecting the football at this point.
And knowing that the defensive guys, they're coming after the ball more than they are the person. They want to knock it free.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Rams football here as we get you reset. And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes and put this one in the left-hand column. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3.
And this is an absolutely big third down that's been set up here, partner. And there's no other way to put it. The defense has to get a stop here if they have any hopes of winning this game.
Has to. You said big third down. I'd put the word big in capital letters here. And they'll indeed take a knee. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Here comes the Rams punter now. He's been terrific so far. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. A nice job on the return there, 16 yards. And the Niners will go on offense, 1st and 10. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And this offense last time turned it over, went for it on 4th, didn't get it. They're lucky, though, because no points against the team on the board, but we'll see how they respond.
Yeah, they've got to get a lot of credit to their defensive teammates, don't they? They had their backs on that last series, and because they did so, that allows the coach to still stay aggressive on offense and maybe go for it again in a similar situation.
I was going to say, maybe makes that offense feel good, but when you know you've got a defense making stands like that.
Yeah, that'll loosen up things a little bit, won't it? Maybe you'll play a little bit better the next time you have the ball.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Here's Jackson. He's going to let it fly. And that'll wind up incomplete. Try to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down. Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up 2nd and 10. Jackson now to throw again. Quick hitter here, it's complete.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36. And we will get a timeout with 2 ticks left. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it.
Check. Say, any weapon.
They'll try and run for it. So the L.A. Rams with a victory here. And I know I'm not breaking any news when I say that any